I think we actually became friends in 2013 or 12, around then.
That was like the first time we actually hung out. Well, I got used to I was always exploring and I was always out and about, but then like when I'm here, it's just a really small reserve. It's just one road. And most of the time I feel pretty isolated. But we're always doing something.
We do anything. Yesterday we went out to Duckling Lake, which was halfway to Deer Lake. We went there in my truck and just listened to music and drove, enjoyed each other's company. When we first became friends though, I was on my four-wheeler a lot, and she messaged me and she was like, do you want to go find some flying pigs? So I was like, okay. So we went on my four-wheeler and we just caught frogs all along the road the whole evening.
On the Rapids Road, on that side? We kept putting the frogs in our pockets.
So funny.
I think we were just that bored that night.
Yeah. They kept jumping out of our pockets.
I think we ran over a few too.
I know, we ran over a couple too.
We were just talking about this time when we went on the lake and just big waves and pushed us away so far. We went past the lodge.
It's like across the lake, maybe like a 10-minute boat ride, but then we were out on the canoe. We don't even know why we went out on the canoe that day. It was so wavy and windy. But then the canoe, like the wind made us drift so far away from the reserve.
We got stuck on a little island.
Yeah, we got stuck on an island. And then I happened to have my cell phone, so we called for help. And then we just started swimming. We let the canoe tip over so we could pull it back onto shore. And then we just started jumping off the rock until someone came to get us. I think there's a lot of difference between summer and winter here. Because in the winter, I feel like there's a lot more freedom because we can go out on the ice and it feels like it's never ending, the ice. So if we're out on the skidoo and we keep driving, it's like we can go anywhere. And if we're in a car, we can just keep going down the winter road until we want to turn around. So I like the winter a little bit more than the summer because there's a little bit more freedom. We were on my skidoo and then we are going through really soft, deep snow.
It was really soft.
Yeah. So we all leaned on one side, which made my skidoo go on the side. And then I pushed the throttle more to even it out. But then I had two people at the back of me, so they both kept leaning on the one side. It tipped over, so her ankle got squished under the handlebars of my skidoo. And then me and my other friend, it was too heavy for us to flip back over. And there's so much snow, we had to go take the snow out and then try to flip the skidoo back over. But she was stuck under the skidoo for 10 minutes, screaming her head off. Well, I have a lot of nieces and nephews. They come to school because they have to. We want them to learn the stuff they need to learn. But when we're at home, we try to get them to do some house chores, at least play some time outside instead of just being inside all the time playing their games, which they want to do all the time. I barely see any kids outside anymore.
At all.
Yeah, when I was a little kid, I was always outside, always going to the sliding hill, sliding down on my sled, or making a snowman, or jumping into deep piles of snow. But I don't see a lot of kids doing those things now. And then a lot of coming into work, and then kids are tired in the morning, and I'm like, did you get some sleep last night? And they were like, no, I was up playing games all night. Okay.
When we first started hanging out, we spent a lot of time at the Rapids.
Yeah. Even still, me, I would try pack as much people as I can, all my friends. We're all older now, older than 12 years old. We're like 19 or 20 now, but I still try to pack my vehicle to go out to the rapids. It's like a 20-minute drive away from here, and then we just go and have fires.
There was this one time we like put a big bed in her Jeep and we fell asleep.
Just spent the whole day out there, made a bed, had some Cheetos.
A whole family pack of Cheetos.
Never ate Cheetos for like 2 years after that. So funny.
I don't know. We do a bunch of random things all the time. Everything is just like so last minute planned. Sometimes it backfires on us.
Yeah, I think we learn a lot. I think like getting stuck on an island. I mean, we probably won't go out on a canoe anymore when it's that windy and cold. I guess it just depends on the adventure that we're on. It all has different benefits.
No one really told us anything. We just.
Well, I mean, I sort of knew. I just grew up. Well, like the lake and the canoe adventure, I knew a little bit of where I was going because I grew up with my uncle or my cousin taking me out on their boat all the time. So I knew what directions I was going in. I just didn't know where I was going, if that makes sense. We sort of just go and do it and learn that way. Sometimes, though, there's areas where my parents are like, don't go here, and I actually won't go there. Especially if I'm with other people, I won't take other people to a place where someone told me not to go. But if I was curious, I would just go by myself and do it that way.
Or she would message me, hey, you want to go check this out?
Make her stand somewhere. I've heard people talk about like little people and they call them cliff dwellers.
They live in the rocks.
Yeah, and they live in the rocks. No one's ever told me anything like don't go there because they're there. I've just heard stories of them, like they've seen little people out on the water and then they just disappeared into the rocks. But then I've never heard any stories of people telling me not to go somewhere because of the cliff dwellers.
My mom would she would leave like little treats for them, I guess, and because she told me even my little brother's seen them. And there was this one time we went out on the boat. We went I think it was like more down that way. Anyways, she was showing us, me and my siblings. We went fishing and she was showing us where the cliff dwellers is. Because on the rock, it's all orange where they go through, and that's like way out there. That's what she was showing us and telling us stories about them. How they're, I don't know how to explain them, but she told my mom's became very traditional. I never actually heard stories of what they do. Just that they've been seen and yeah.